Trust is interesting. I could say that.
Trust is interesting. I think a lot of people will agree to that.
Oh yeah, trust is interesting because it can go on many different levels. Not
It's
like,
levels to trust.
yeah, it is. It's levels to trust. It's like you can up mostly trust somebody with your kids, but then you don't trust them with your life. Like
That's crazy. Now I
you
don't
can
understand that because if I don't trust you, I dang sure my kids is my I'm not trusting. What?
you can trust somebody to have a kid with, but you can't trust them to be your spouse.
That's wild too. I see. I don't be understanding that. That's crazy.
You can trust somebody
Put my life on the
to
line. That's wild.
you can trust somebody to buy a house with them, but you can't trust them to get married.
Mm. Baby, you being deep today.
Like it's a lot of different like
Mm.
levels when it comes to trust.
Yeah.
And it's like people pick and choose the type of trust that they want.
Yeah.
Some people might have more trust in a football, their favorite sports team, than they have in their wife.
Ooh, that's messy, and I wish you
But
would.
some women have more trust in their makeup and their wigs and stuff than they have in looking natural.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
that's what I'm saying
Okay.
when I say that trust is like it's so many levels to trust.
It is.
Like you could sit there and look at that car, look at your car, and you got 2 bars left of gas, and
Trusting
you
me to get you
trust
that.
that you
He's
gonna make
gonna
it to
get.
work and home
Nah, I don't see how
on
y'all
two
do that.
bars of
Oh, baby,
gas.
I don't play them games. I don't trust that at all. Y'all be taking risks.
But
Y'all be
that's
taking
trust though.
real. I don't trust you two boys, baby.
But
If you don't go fill my gas
but
tank
think
up,
about it. When you're putting your trust into something, you're taking a risk.
that's true.
Regardless of what you put in your trust in, you're taking a risk.
Yeah.
You just because you never know. You can put all your faith and all your trust in somebody, and then like they make you look stupid. Now you got to rebuild trust.
Yeah.
That's the hard part.
That's the hard part.
Is trying to rebuild trust, or even trying to fight for someone to trust you.
Yeah. To get earn that trust back again. Yeah.
Because people have so many like different like
Stipulations.
stipulations, more than just stipulations. They have trauma is the word I'm looking
Yeah,
for,
they have trauma.
to
I
where
was just
they
gonna
can't
say,
even
yeah.
fully trust anybody.
Yeah. That's there, right there. A
Yeah,
lot of
like
people
'cause
have a lot of trauma to prevent you from trusting. Yep.
yeah,
That's
like
it.
trust is more scarier than getting married.
Yeah, because
It's
I would
more
hope
scary
you.
than having a baby
Hmm.
because once you have this child, now you got to trust yourself that you're gonna do everything
Can
that's
I keep
in
it
the right,
alive?
yeah,
Like, can I?
everything that's in the right manner to keep this child, to grow this child to be a good, decent human being.
Yeah.
Like even with marriage, you got to be able to, like a woman, you got to be able to trust that this man is gonna steer the family into the right direction. But then even as a man, you got to trust in yourself to make sure that you're gonna steer your family in the right direction.
Yeah.
Like there's
Deep.
so like trust is like it's a short word,
It's a short word,
but it
but
has a lot of implications to it.
hmm
That's the crazy part about trust. It's like it's all over the place, bro. Like the word trust alone is just all over the place.
because you first have to trust yourself to make the decision to trust somebody else.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, like with a lot of people have, a lot of us have a lot of trauma that prevents us from trusting. So, but a lot of that comes from you don't even trust yourself enough to make the right decision.
True.
Like you don't even trust yourself. Like those usually be the people that need everybody's opinion. You need to talk to every single person. You gotta call this person and that person. You gotta call your mom and be like, should I do like you need so many different opinions for you to make a decision about your life or somebody you want to be with or something that you need to do because you don't that's a sign that you don't trust yourself to make the right decision for your life, even for your kids.
Mm-hmm.
Like because trust is a vulnerable thing, whether you're trusting somebody else or even trusting yourself, because you also have to be okay with messing up.
Yeah.
You got to be okay with saying, damn, I didn't make the right decision this time, or I maybe missed these particular signs. And that's the hard part, I think, for a lot of people. Everybody is scared to get hurt. And giving that trust, you got people jumping through hoops to try to get something they will never have.
No, that's true.
Like, you want them to show you why they should trust you, but still at the same time, it's really no way you got them chasing something that you never really gonna fully give them because you don't trust yourself to make the right decision to trust them, so they will never get the trust because you that door is closed. You got so much trauma that you haven't worked through that it's impossible for anything or anybody, but yet y'all will trust the job to pay y'all every 2 weeks.
But that's going into trusting yourself into would
Like,
you bet on yourself and start a business? You
but
trust a job more than you trust yourself to actually get out
provide for
there
yourself.
and provide for you and your family or provide for yourself.
Yeah.
You're more comfortable because the thing about trust is some of the time people like we're humans. We all get complacent, we all get comfortable.
We all make
But
mistakes.
yeah, we all make mistakes too. But the main thing is that we all get complacent and we all get comfortable. When we get comfortable, that kind of sort of brings down the trust a little bit because we're in this cycle of well, this is how this is always going to go because this is how it's been going.
Yeah.
Patterns show that this is how it's going to go, so we trust the pattern
Mm-hmm.
until something out of nowhere just screw up the whole entire patterns, and then now it's like, all right,
So
I trusted that,
consistency.
but that's yeah, consistency, but that's hard. It's hard to trust consistency some of the time
Is it
because
because consistency? Because I hear that a lot online. Consistency gets boring. Like, I saw a question online that was like, are healthy relationships boring? Because it's nothing going on, right? You have to trust, you have to communicate, you have like so in all these things because trust is also a part of communication.
mm-hmm,
Like, when you are trusting something, you got to constantly communicate one with yourself and with everybody else involved, right? Because my perception of something might not be actually what it is.
yeah,
That could be my own trauma that I'm looking through, right? And I need to talk about it and communicate it so that I can figure out if I'm feeling this through my trauma or is it what I'm actually seeing. But I won't know that if I already don't trust you, or I'm already expecting you to disappoint me, or I'm already expecting you to lie to me, or I'm already expecting the worst.
mm-hmm,
So now I don't need to communicate because in my mind, what's the point?
yeah.